All right, coaches, hopefully you watched the squat video first. I explained some of my wardrobe things, some different things like that. In this video, I'll talk about my clean progression. So, my clean progression really would start at the earliest, week 2, because at that point, I hopefully would have had a chance to teach an RDL, teach a hinge, and also teach a squat, teach a front squat. You want to teach how to hinge, you want to teach them how to actually hold the bar up here before we try to teach them how to clean. So, on my very first exercise, my very first clean exercise would be the block pull. So right in here, I'm only gonna hit 1 rep of everything and kind of talk you through it because this is our second take. In the first take, I was hitting triples and I talked myself out of breath. I couldn't catch up. So in a block pull, we're telling them to walk all the way up to the bar. From here, we're telling them to RDL back because we've already taught them to RDL. So it's easy, right? It would be really hard for me to teach them how to hinge and then actually do the block pull at the same time. This would just make it easier on me to teach them. So RDL back, get your hips back, right? Close down the distance if you need to. Find your grip, get your chest up to get your slack out, and then from here, bring the bar back to your hip, then explode the shrug, right? Bring the bar back to your hip, explode the shrug. So I'll show you setup again, right? Walk all the way up, then you RDL back, then you find your grip, you get your slack out, then you explode up. Things that we're looking for here, they should know how to RDL. Hopefully they're good at it. We just want to make sure their back is flat. They're actually getting their slack out, getting tight, not yanking the bar off the ground. We want to make sure that the bar is coming back to the hip and not getting away from them. And we want to make sure that they're getting all the way up to their toes and shrugging up. So they're being aggressive, exploding straight up. We just taught them how to pull. Now we want to teach them how to receive the bar or catch the bar in what we call a trap clean. So in a trap clean, right, we want the same grip. We want to use the same grip all the way across, just to keep it simple. Hopefully it transfers all the way across too. So, outside the shoulders again, right? Walk it out. A couple steps to this one. First one is unlock your knees, bend them. Now, shrug up. Now we want to extend our hips to get the bar moving, and then catch it where we front squat. Right? Extend your hips, catch it where you front squat. Actually squat it down, stand up strong, reset, bring the bar back down. So the steps again, right? Walk it out, unlock your knees, just shrug with your shoulders. Now you're extending your hips to get the bar moving, catching it, squatting down. Things we're looking for here is the bar staying close, or is it coming back, or is it coming out and crashing back down? We want to keep the bar close, elbows are up. And then the other thing we're looking for here, are they actually releasing the bar and they're getting their elbows up? We want them to open up their hands, get their elbows up, let the bar rest on their shoulders, just like we taught them in front squat. So that's our trap clean. Our next exercise would be hang clean from above the knee. Now we would just put together block pull and trap clean. Right? So they know how to pull, they know how to catch the bar, they also know how to RDL. So it should be easy. They know all 3 components, we put them all together. So they hang clean from above the knee, same grip again, walk it out. Now we want them to RDL to above the knee, bring the bar back to the hip, catch it in power, stop right here. That's the difference between trap clean and hang clean. Reset, and do it again. Some things we're looking for here, are they actually getting their knees back when they RDL, or are they coming forward, right? We want them to get their knees back. The other thing we're looking for here is the bar coming back to the hip again, just like block pull. We don't want the bar coming out here. Keep the bar close, bring it back to the hip, and then come down and catch the bar. So I want to make sure the knees are going back, make sure the bar is staying close. Next exercise in our progression would still be a hang clean this time from below the knee. So the really important thing here is for us to teach them how to maneuver around the knee, because it could be tricky once we get to the ground, them not knowing what to do there. So really, it's pretty simple. It's the same exact RDL all the way through. Get below your knee now. Once you get below your knee, you control it back above your knee. From there, you would hit the gas and go. You know what to do once you get above the knee, because you just did it. You just hang clean. So, hang clean from below the knee. You RDL, continue to RDL. Once you get below your knee, you can stop. Control, and then hit the gas and let the bar fly. So again, it's really important here for them to not start their pull once they're below the knee. They start to pull here, bar's coming out. No good, right? So we want them to bring the bar back above. Once they slowly bring the bar back above, then you can hit the gas and go. So that's the big thing we're teaching them there. Next exercise would be hang clean from the shin. So not really teaching them the bottom position or the floor position without actually pulling from the floor. We're loading into the floor position. And the big difference here would be, once you RDL below the knee, which you already know how to do, you're going to begin to bend your knees and squat into that bottom position. So I'll show you the bar. RDL below your knee. Once you're here, start to bend your knees, get comfortable in this bottom position. Control it above. Once you get above the knee, hit your pull, guess what? So here's what we're looking for with this one, right? Once they get below their knee, we want them to let their knees come forward, bend straight down rather than trying to push back and get in some of these awkward positions. You want to let you see the ankles move, the knees come forward, get loaded here rather than back here. The other thing that we're looking at here, again, don't start your pull until you pass your knee. So we do want them to stay slow, stay controlled until they get above their knee. Once they get above their knee, hit the gas again. Now, our very last exercise in our progression would be the clean from the floor. But before we actually get there, and somewhere in our program, throughout these exercises would be A, a deadlift, and then B, a clean pull from the ground. So we would have already taught them how to pick up a bar off the ground and deadlift, and then how to actually pull it from the ground in the clean pull before we actually teach them how to power clean. So we've loaded the movement from the top, and then B, we've already done it from the bottom. Now we got to bring everything together, and hopefully it clicks. So power clean, last exercise in our progression. So we'll teach the whole thing, even though they should, we can sometimes just refer back and say, hey, set up like you would deadlift or set up like you would clean pull. But we want them to get this bar over their shoelaces. We don't want to be so close that we can't let our ankles bend. We don't want to be so far away that we're really chasing this ball. So find that sweet spot right over your shoelaces. Find your grip. Once you find your grip, you want to pull your hips down. Pull your chest up to get your slack out. Once you're tight, control. And once you get above that knee, you hit the gas, you catch the ball. Again, big things we're looking for here are, hopefully we figured it out in deadlift and clean pull, but are they setting their back? Is it flat? Are they getting their slack out, being tight, not yanking the bar off the ground? And then from there, are they controlling it nice and easy? And once they get above the knee, are they going fast enough? We don't want to start that pull too soon. It'll throw everything off. They're going to feel awkward. They're going to look awkward. And we're going to have to fix that. So that's my clean progression for you. As I said, we would have RDL in front squat at first, but then block pull, trap clean, hand clean above the knee, hand clean below the knee, hand clean from the shin, and then power clean. And before we get to power clean from the ground, we would have deadlifted and we would have clean pulled. Again, coaches, thank you.